Is the Discord not capturing? Oh, why do you? Ah, why do you keep renaming the Discord channel, man?
You can set it to .exe. You don't actually have to set it to.
Oh, Discord.exe.
It will ask you, do you want to do a specific name or specific exe file? Then if you join a different PC, it doesn't work.
I don't know if that works. Yeah, but it works.
Work?
Yes.
I told you.
All right.
Nice. I may or may not have shot a missile at this thing.
Oh, what thing?
This thing.
Do I also need to? Oh dear.
I don't think you needed to, no.
I do need to.
Not on my screen.
Did you start?
Dax work.
Oh yes, go to Polito Bay. Christ, man.
We are car.
the other day I was like, it's like my second, or well, second to last day.
What the fuck was that?
You hit the sign, man.
Dude, how wide did...
Oh my...
How...
Can you fly? Oh
Dude,
my...
to be fair, that wasn't my fault.
It was your fault.
How wide are those goddamn fucking wings, bro?
Maybe pull up a little bit more.
No, I was trying to drive along the floor.
I'm surprised that
You know we
did
only
not
need to
die.
be here, right?
You know, we're just right there, and it's like, no, you somehow managed to die in 100 meters. Man. Oh. Cool.
Well, that just made that
There's a bunch of hillbillies. Jesus Christ. This is a bad
Hillbillies
I
fame.
died. Is he gonna die? There we go.
Taking the white one. Oh boy. Time for the very fun
Loaded in
mission.
the same plane.
Do you understand what this is?
First time doing it, so...
Oh, good luck. They turn like shit. Just keep that in mind.
I have experienced planes. You're
Can I,
having
like-
a fun way
Can I
to
like take off, dude? Jesus Christ. I guess I'll be driving towards the ocean this from now on. Like fuck. Can I go up?
No.
Jesus, man.
Okay, I go the opposite direction and do U-turn.
Okay. I'll attempt to not crash into the floor. Yeah, I just want to point something out.
On.
Would you believe me if I told you me and Pip haven't even kissed?
Yeah.
Because you know exactly the type of person that I am.
Kind of.
Awkward.
Oh,
Shy.
yeah.
She's literally a carbon copy of me. So like,
I mean, it can take time as
Right.
well, I guess.
yeah. Plus also it's work, right? So like, sometimes even when we are both in like the quote unquote mood for it, is There was like one instance yesterday or the day before where I was like fully ready, but where we were was just like wasn't really a very good area.
Also, it doesn't really matter about the areas from my experience.
Work does. When she's my manager,
Yeah,
yes, it
work,
does.
yeah, but in public places, not.
Yeah, but we don't go out in public because she lives not here. So
I'll live where not here is.
that is a solution for later. That's the problem. Like that's a solution in the works. You know. It's not like she's far, by the way, but her boyfriend is very very something. Did I at least destroy the one I did?
When's this one gonna die?
Do you even know what to do?
Some bit.
You have to fly low.
Well, apparently I need to increase my altitude.
Oh,
I need
nice.
to fly low. You need to go
I know.
higher. Is what the game tells me.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, this mission is absolute jank.
It is, isn't it? Oh, you get ready for this pit. Get ready for this pit.
Oh, can I kill you, man? Why?
I didn't look. Look. Also,
You
I'm
knew
not taking
what
off
you were
the-
pulling us into.
No, I didn't. I was hoping
What
for
do you
the
mean
best.
you didn't? I'm gonna crash into you, man. You go to the one I was doing, okay? I'm going to go to yours.
I don't want to do your one.
I'm gonna pull ups.
Oh, you're gonna love my one, dude. There's a giant pole where you need to bomb.
Yeah, and there was a couple of trees on left and right.
Oh, good.
And well, one direction you had to go downhill, the other one uphill, and uphill, well, you know how that ends.
Yeah, trust me, mine was not much better.
Oh. I'm gonna poison everyone here in the town whilst I'm flying there.
God,
How low is it too low?
I don't know.
Where is
I don't think there
yours
is
even?
too low.
Oh, yours is horrible.
Yeah, man.
15 minutes later. I did one!
Did you go like all the way down to the far one?
No, to the closest one there.
Oh, well. Well, that's
I'm gonna
not.
see
that's
the
not-
angle of approach here, because I can't see it. Oh, I see the viruses then.
You see the problem now?
Oh, the fuck is that place? Who grows weed there?
Good job.
Look, there was a building in the way.
Yeah, I know. Probably the same one. Was it a water tower?
No. Did I contaminate
No.
mine? No. Wait,
Oh, no,
did
you
I
did,
do mine?
apparently.
I did. And the sacrifice wasn't in vain.
Oh, yeah, I found out, by the way, if you just, like, hold left click before you're even on top of it, it does damage it.
What?
So you can just, like, run around holding it the entire time, and it'll be fine.
Oh, I have to hold space.
Oh, okay, mine's left click.
Yeah, because you're a weirdo.
Well, it's easier, really, isn't it?
I don't know, man. The only thing I use my mouse and planes for is just look around.
Yeah. Anyway, I need to figure out. Okay, so I said, right? because of the way that work is work, and you know, I was like, whenever you want to, go nuts, right? But I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why are you having 2-minute intervals before speech? 2 words,
I'm
minute
thinking.
interval.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tempted to do it myself.
Man, I feel like my
I'm-
internet's buffering here listening to you.
My plane died.
Oh shit!
But I'm still alive.
Kill yourself. In a nice way.
Me no wanna.
Grab that plane, cause I'm gonna crash this one most likely.
I think this one's in a really nice spot.
Yeah, no, I'll still find a way to how to crash this. For some reason. I hate these missions. Hate them. I'm already
Hello?
hating them. First time doing them, hate them.
I'm
What
over
are we doing
here.
this for? Even.
It gives you 50k.
Brother. You can make 50k faster.
Well, this was the. I thought this was gonna be bad. Turns out I was not first.
Uses the slowest duster planes ever. Not like
Well,
the
it's not
other
always
ones.
this mission. That's the problem.
Come
Why can't we
on.
be like Dusty?
Oh,
you
you
know, from-
kidding me?
from planes?
Also, how did your plane die?
Let's just say it ate some bullets. We need to go destroy the tanker. I was gonna blow you up. I suppose it's not really a good idea then, is it?
I don't think so.
It's okay, imagine trying to do this by yourself. I.e. me.
Would be nice to watch yourself run.
No, take the dust all the way up there, man. Where you going?
Why?
Why not?
I don't want to do an kamikaze type thing.
Yeah, that's the fun part. Fine,
No.
I'll just take over them, won't I?
Have fun
I
taking
don't actually
over.
think I can.
I don't think so, guys.
Oh. Anyway, okay. I'll speak my words like a human being.
Jesus Christ, man.
I told her to make the first move. One, because of like work reasons. Two, because of like I'm a shy little bitch. But also I'm kind of getting in the mood to do it myself. One, because she's not doing it. But also because she's shy. But also I'm getting like very what? I'm getting very what's the word?
Cold toes.
Tensed? Tension?
Cold toes.
I don't know.
We're gonna make our own things, okay? Cold toes, imagine you have cold toes. Are you gonna be wanting to do anything?
What?
Anyways.
Basically, I'm just getting very like we. Okay, so the thing I mentioned about the other day, right? We were in one of the mini warehouses at work, and dude, tension was high. There was a fucking swing door that anybody could have walked in, and was likely to. And it was, I was like, dude.
It's reported
Angry.
to HR, but just standing next to your man.
Well, there's no HR, but like we already get enough judgment as it is. We don't really need more. It wouldn't be good, because she's still here for like another like 4 weeks or something, so not be. Would not end well. Hey, I got 50k. Look at
I got shit.
that. But like, I don't know. I might do it. But I don't really know what I like. I don't really know how I would do that. My goal at the moment is to point behind her. You know, as in like a look at that. What's that?
No,
And then when
I
she
feel
turns
like
back
I'm
around.
listening to. It's a kid from like I don't know middle school with her from
Yeah,
with my
dude.
SAR. It's like
That's what it
oh,
feels like.
just think you're 21.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you. It feels like a middle school crush.
Sounds like one.
I can't help it.
Is where are we going?
Agency.
Hmm.
Like, dude, I don't know, man. Every single time I'm at work, all I
No,
all
I
I
was
do.
just landing.
Yeah, I don't need you to land. Boom. Anyway, yeah, like all the time I'm at work, I'm just like, my brain is fixated. That's not really like.
I mean, me speaks
Yeah.
about me. It's like, look, man. I go to work. Sometimes it's like, the players already. I have one player literally in comments saying, "Oh, that's this is that dealer who can't stop speaking about his girl."
Yeah, basically.
Like, they already know. I'm like, we can talk about something else, but it's like they can't stop talking about her. You know, she's just that great.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Like, I mean, look.
Look at the conversation we've been having for the last hour. Christ, dude.
Vehicle recovery? Can't you take kind terminations, man?
There wasn't one. It was asset
Oh.
protection, a rescue, and a vehicle.
I would have taken the rescue.
Yeah, well, it was paying less, alright? I was hoping you weren't on the roof.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting you to go up there.
Did like you mentioned about not being able to stop talking about her?
Mm-hmm.
Half the conversations I have in VCs recently have been about her.
Yeah, imagine I have a 40-minute session on the tables. It's like, I know, let's say I'm doing craps where it's like I have to collect bones or the
You're allowed to
dust.
talk about random shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Except on some very specific ones. Where it's like, prefer not to speak about that, but stuff like... Let's say I have this game called Stock Market and Racetrack where I have to technically just sit there and talk about whatever is in the game there, but like I can't really speak about anything else unless there's a player who wants to, I don't know, have a conversation. And then those are the only places where I don't really speak much about it, or well, there's a game with it's like Deal or No Deal with cases. There's no point to speak about anything because half the time you don't even know if any player is listening because I've never had a chat with the person on that game. Never.
Mm. Nice.
It's that shit. But like on games like Craps, where it's like open-ended questions are not necessary, only game leading. Like you can just speak about anything if you want to. Like it's the most relaxed thing ever. Dreamcatcher as well, where I had to spin the wheel. Same situation there, except of course I had to do specific things, but still. In between times, I managed to pop in what everyone wants to speak about, and yeah, it's usually just like, yeah, I have this wonderful girl that is very important in my life and all that stuff.
Mm.
And
I mean, would you like-
some players are really happy about hearing that, and some do
Some
question a little bit
go
more.
fuck.
But like at the same time, it's like, well,
Good for you, bitch.
I still managed to sneak in some very sus commentary there.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, would you like to know something that's probably a bit interesting? So okay, so she lives with her boyfriend at the moment. Well, I say boyfriend, but like, and she's the only reason she's still there is because it's easy. It's like stable at the moment, right? She wants out,
Yeah.
but to be able to get out, she has to take the job there, which is what she's doing. She has to wait a month before she can go back there,
Yeah.
and then she has to save and leave. And I told her, I was like, you can temporarily move here. You'll be able to save triple, quadruple the amount. And then you can be out within like a month or two. You'd be able to save a shit ton more. And also, you know, we would actually get to be together
Mm-hmm.
and not have to not see each other for like 2, 3, 4 months. Because if she stays there, right, she'll be saving maybe £300 a month. Maybe 400. But if she doesn't, then she could save literally her entire paycheck. Which is about 2.2 grand.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's kind of a no-brainer. But the only downside is like, I basically just invited her to move in with me temporarily.
I guess.
Not necessarily the best decision I could make, or best offer. But at the same time, I don't think it's too bad.
I mean, still, you have to also include that fact that the expenses may go up a bit as well.
Barely, like non-noticeably.
Mm-hmm. Also, may depend
Realistically,
on
the only expensive I got is food.
how good the person is on also managing their funds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like if they go
Well-
on a spending spree, it's like, yeah, like what was the point of saving there?
She's not bad at dealing with her money, but she's just in a really crappy situation where she's the only one actually doing anything with the money. So like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she said, and I quote, "It feels like I'm roommates paying all the bills and then still arguing about money." So you know,
Mm-hmm.
because right now I can take care of this place by myself entirely, right?
What is the guy's response about, you know, saving money?
I don't think he knows.
No, like no. The fact that they argue, like the dude must have some things that he's saying back.
Oh, I have no fucking clue.
Oh.
I
You haven't
don't
heard the
entirely-
tea.
Hmm?
You have not heard the tea.
I've not really like cried too hard because I don't really want to bring up shitty topics. It's not
I
really
mean,
worth
yeah,
it.
you shouldn't really also gain much into there. But
It's just not worth it, really. Like, I already know it's shit. There's no point
I
digging.
mean, I was just wondering if you maybe know
Yeah.
some tea.
He's probably... Honestly, I don't know. But
What's
it's...
where we go?
I don't know how to make money.
Fair enough.
But, like, I don't know. He's just a bit of a, like, fucking... He's... I don't know. I can't imagine her paying for everything and their bills being that high to where it's healthy. So he must be doing something really stupid. Or is contributing absolutely nothing.
I mean,
don't
there's
know.
a possibility that he's not contributing at all.
Even then, I don't entirely get the costs, but I kind of do.
I will the costs.
Like, her income at the moment is like 2.2 grand.
Mm-hmm.
My income is 1.8, and I'm able to save about 800.
Mm-hmm.
I would understand her spending me higher, but that much higher? I don't understand how she's spending double what I'm spending. That's what I don't get.
Oh,
Double and a half. Even.
I mean, you can make them down to like, yeah, the extra spending about stuff.
But then she's also paying for his fuel. And
His fuel.
paying for his car. Probably paying for his insurance and all of that, probably.
I mean, that should be his stuff to take care of, because it's his.
Right, but if he doesn't have a job, then clearly
He does not even have a job.
Well, I don't know, but he can do if you know if they're struggling financially or she is struggling financially. There is no way in hell that he has a job because otherwise they wouldn't be in that situation. Surely. If he does, then I'm even more confused.
Yeah.
It's not like her spending is bad, as far as I'm aware. Mine is probably worse, to be honest. She has 3 dogs, but like
Well,
that doesn't
taking care of
equal
dogs
a
can
grand.
be
That doesn't
costly.
equal $1,000 a month, you know.
I mean, my lady, she has a tiny dog, which is a Yorkshire dog, a York.
It's just food, literally just food.
That dog is basically, as the veterinarian had said, not a dog, but a problem. Because like, there's so
Real.
many things that like every month she has one thing that's like she basically has to go to veterinarian, check her like about the food situation, because like every month she has to change what the food dog eats.
Nice. Yeah.
And yeah, that's already costly. Then it's also like extra stuff.
Yeah, but that's like you know, shit, kind of.
I mean, on one
Oh.
side, at least she's feeling good with the dog and she's happy. But at the same time, the dog is quite a.
Shit.
It's just a problem. Like the dog in general, it just feels like more of a problem than just a dog.
Kick it down the stairs and then say it wasn't you.
No, that's too much. No, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I've met the dog, and we've also like
I don't
spent
like
time
dogs as
together
much as the
and
next guy,
also-
but I wouldn't kill one.
I mean, I like dogs.
Yeah, I cannot.
Like, I want a dog myself as well, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, for a dog, it's cute, but at the same time, it's your type of dog. For me, I would want a big dog, because you know Yorks are tiny. They're basically handbag dogs. And it's also extra small. Like it's smaller than it should be.
Yeah, that's not good.
So yeah, she just has a problem. But like the thing about that is it's also like her personal attachment to the dog. It's also there. So of course she's gonna put in the effort, and like the best you can do if you have ever such situation is just just cope with it, literally.
I'm so glad we flew 3 minutes in a straight line to eat some ass. I think we did it. Anyway, so I need a little bit of like mental help.
Hmm.
So I kind of like poked at the subject of me. She hasn't said anything to my offer, right? Like
They're living together for a while.
she's kind of she's kind of like
Mhm.
not ignoring it, but she's not telling me what she's thinking about it. She tells me that she's thinking about it, but not.
Like, there's nothing
You
that
know.
has come up yet about it.
Yeah, not really.
I mean, at the same time, she may need some time to maybe think it through, but at the same time, it's like it may be different
It's kind
for
of a clean cut
everyone.
decision. I said I did say the other day. I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think like we both know the right answer, but making the difficult decision is not easy inherently. The easy decision would be to stick where she is, and then just struggle. The difficult decision is like moving and then doing all that shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the
And
logistics of it, I assume.
yeah, basically, right? Like the entire aspect of moving would be difficult, but the everything after would be easier. And then she'd obviously have to move from my place into her actual place, like a month or two down the line. Which is what I'm trying to kind of help her do, because I know she wants her independence, and like I'm not gonna try and stop
Yeah.
that.
For me, what I've been told is she really values her own private space because she hasn't had that much of it. Because she grew up in
She wants her own
family
place to
with
live for at least a couple
no,
years.
no. She grew
I'm
up in
joking.
a family where there's a lot of kids and all that. So basically, she has had
Mm.
not much personal space, and it's like the one thing she's kind of really wants. And I'm like, yeah, that's no problem because like I actually grew up with two sisters and a mom, where most of the times like dad's not home and I have to deal
I
with
had a
all of them.
like in that. Yeah.
So it's like for me, actually getting used to the situations and
Where you going?
adapting is much more easier around the mountain because I ain't gonna fly up for 15 minutes.
Could have gone left on the mountain,
It takes longer.
but yeah, I mean, I get it. But yeah, I mean, like, how do I? Okay, so I said it, and she didn't really say anything to it. And I mentioned her glossing over it, and she goes, "I didn't gloss over it. I am still thinking about it." And I took it on board. I feel like I'm not really allowed to ask for like updates, but at the same time, I feel like I kind of need to know what's going through her head.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Like how like
Yeah, I mean, some stuff you do actually it would be better if you would like talk it out a bit more and maybe help her with the logistics. Like if she has things that like she can't figure out on how.
yeah.
I mean, you at the same time you also need to be somewhat ready to provide solution or help out.
Yeah. I mean, like the solution would be right. Her getting to work and getting back from work. The shift leader, which is basically her like subordinate, will be on the exact same hours in the exact same days. And I said, I mentioned like, how would you be getting like back? Because getting there would be easy. And she was like, oh yeah, he does that. And I was like, oh okay, well that's that job. And she was like, yeah, that's easy. But she said it in like she said it in a way where she'd already thought about it, and that was like, okay, so why haven't you like say these things? Like, ugh.
Maybe in her mind she has already said them, but maybe you haven't heard.
Yeah. I'm probably
Those
gonna
are
bring
the
it up today
things.
at some point, because I just need some sort of like idea of where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same thing about her like choosing which work to stay at, my work or her old work. I had to force the topic to gradually come up more and more often until she started actually taking it seriously, because she would avoid the decision making, so she didn't have to try and make those like you know what I mean. Yeah, it took like a week of prodding for her to actually like. I said to her, why don't you make like a little list of like pros and cons of each place, and then you can use your logic to determine which side is better. And then as soon as she did that, she was like, wow, this place fucking sucks.
Yeah,
No shit.
that is a smart move.
I like pros and cons lists. I think they genuinely show like crazy information. If you do it from like a logical standpoint, my god, man. To the agency. Like the main pro about working in this place was me, and it was easy. The pros about working in the other place was that she can prove herself. Is like, I can't actually remember them, but a lot of it was like career stuff, and also people actually like her there. Yeah, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, I'm probably gonna have to just bring up the topic. I feel like if I don't get her to talk about it, she's gonna keep saying she's thinking about it and not actually. I feel like she's avoiding it. Avoiding it. Ah, shit. The only downside with that is like, it's not necessarily a touchy subject. It's just not a very easy subject. So that's always fun. That is the same blue dot that spawned there earlier, by the way. What is it?
A vehicle, most likely.
It's a prison van.
I mean, I personally am not yet bringing up the question about moving or all that yet, because I'm still giving time, plus it's just personally not I feel like it's not currently a good time to ask about that, because generally hearing through like what my lady's going through, it's like, yeah, don't feel like it's a time to ask that.
Oh, trust me, I wouldn't be asking either if it wasn't for like the circumstances. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's like I wanted to still give it a little bit more time to like that things to really just settle in.
Yeah, that's so real, to be honest.
Because what she basically also out of blue mentioned was like, why if somebody's together they should immediately start living together, like, yeah.
It's kind of a recipe for disaster if they don't do it right.
Oh yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
You really want me to go there alone? You really wanted me to go there alone? Oh. Or just, kaboomies.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's like also the fact of like, yeah, when you're together, it's like, don't immediately like be, it's like, yes, let's live together now. It's like for me. I mean,
yeah.
so I'm not really pushing that agenda as well, like, I understand. Things need to be thought through.
Dude, I kind of wish I didn't have to kind of like do that. I'm not gonna lie. The only downside is if I don't, the alternative is kind of worse.
I guess.
For reference, the alternative would be not seeing her, and also her being in a shitty environment, and her saving less money in turn. Or she saves more money in a slightly risky, like living with me. It's not risky, but it's I don't know.
Well, it may also
you know
not be
what I mean.
just that. It may also be like how the person feels about like emotionally and mentally about it as well. Like, cause living together
She
with
does
somebody.
not want to. She said before that she would like, once she has her own place, we wouldn't move in together for like 2 years minimum.
Damn.
Which makes sense. I mean, I don't really.
2 years.
I mean, I feels like a bit of a long time, but she said
That
a
feels
year
like
to
a
2
little
years.
bit a long time.
But I wasn't gonna like. It's not something I'm terribly pushy about, right? Because
Yeah.
realistically, during that time, you're probably gonna be over there like 90% of the time, anyways. Does it matter? No.
Oh shit. Oops.
But like, it wouldn't surprise me if that was why. But I think she should know by now that I'm not gonna do anything to, like, jeopardize that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if things go downhill, like, immediately, at least she's out of the other bad situation, and she can get out of this one really fucking quickly. I said, like, worst case scenario, I make you miserable, at least you'll be out of both situations within, like, a month.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, why would you make me miserable? And I was like, yeah, true. But then I was thinking to myself, why the fuck are you so apprehensive then? you know, whatever. Suppose. It doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, but 1, 2 years. I mean, from one side, understandable, but at the same time, I would feel like
She said she'd
half
been
a
burned
year.
before, so I get it.
Well, true. Some
Plus,
personal
like,
experience may also change it.
realistically, it could be like a month, and then I'd be at her place like 90% of the time. Like, I don't see it really, you know. It would basically just be for safety's sake. I think is what she was getting at.
Oh, for that, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Like basically, I would be
Like
over
to
there.
gain
I'd
her
basically be
trust as
living there.
well.
Yeah. I'd
Like the
basically be
commitment
living
to
there,
it.
but I would have my own flat to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like, which makes sense, you know. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me why she's apprehensive when she doesn't think anything bad will go down. But at the same time, I don't know. Unless she's thought about it and she's just not. I didn't want to go inside. My only my only logic for this would be she's already gone through all the thoughts, and this is just her going. Like her waiting until she moves and then does it. But to me, that feels a little bit backwards. Why not move before you move stores? Then you can enjoy the luxury of like living next to your work for at least a week or two or something. You know? Like it doesn't take long to move. She said he can keep everything. She doesn't give a fuck. Which means I'm guessing she just wants to take her clothes and get the fuck out. Basically.
Okay.
Like her clothes and her belongings, which, you know, that's not that reasonably hard to.
Yeah, I mean, you may be questioning all this stuff, but like, me personally thinking about moving, it's like, there's a lot of logistical questions, first of all. Secondly, it's like also quite decent stuff. It comes down to like, how deciding how to do things, what you want to do, and then it's also like, when. You also have to find the time for that. Like for me to move out, if I was to move, first of all, planning, everything needs to be planned out, because let's say my apartment's bigger than hers, and if we were to live together, it would be most likely it's me moving to her, because I live in a different town, but we work in the town she lives in, and I have to travel a lot, so for traveling purposes to save time as well a lot, it's like, yeah, I would be most likely moving there.
But yours is also like an hour and a half drive, right? So
Yeah.
mine is 20 minutes. It's not. You could do 2 or 3 trips and boom, you're done.
I mean, for me, it would be a little bit, yeah, more than that, but at the same time, it's like, what do I take? Because if I do leave this apartment, I have to also move a couple of stuff.
I don't know. I think this is probably a conversation I need to have with her.
Yeah. I mean, literally like, just try and talk out stuff. Do not push. There's a lot of things. But like,
it's been on my mind for a while, and I've kind of like hit it a couple times. And
well, maybe smart, but at the same time, just like the man has the logistical side more, you know.
Yeah, well, that's my role in this relationship. I say relationship, it's not technically that yet. Technically.
Yeah. But at the same time, you have to kind of avoid the fact that you're pushing and that you have bear thinking with logical thinking. Because you may defend her.
But you're like, yeah, trying to like... I hit it a couple times, you know, like... I mentioned earlier, it would, you know, like how would you get home? And she'd already thought about that. And I was like, okay.
I mean, maybe she
like,
doesn't want to really disclose that much information.
I feel like that's stuff I
Maybe
kind of
she
should
feels
know.
like, or maybe she feels like she does. She has had some experience that's like feels degrading about like if she shares and she maybe yelled out or has had some negative experience with it, which may
Mm.
prevent her from sharing about that more in detail.
Dude, nobody's ever made her breakfast in bed.
Oh, wow.
Nobody ever called her baby. How the fuck does that happen?
The baby thing I understand, but the breakfast in bed,
I think you'd think
questionable.
somebody would have called her baby at least once. Somebody.
There also, people are different because like
Gross.
there's
But
some
the
people
breakfast
who
in bed thing?
don't
Oh,
who
dude.
like eating in bed and shit.
Yeah, but like, dude.
But making breakfast is quite
She's
nice.
had quite a few, you know, partners as far as I'm aware. Like, not one of them, not one.
I mean, you may provide her with quite a good experience as well.
Yeah, man. I just gotta learn to cook breakfast first.
Gee, man, it's not
Huh.
it's not
I
that.
know. I'm like
You
mostly
should
joking because like I can just eye it.
you should try. It's not bad actually.
But
Put some
like, I'm
music
just,
on, vibe to it, make
you
some
know,
food, make sure you do you do everything properly.
it would go from coffee when I get home to making breakfast for when she wakes up.
Hmm.
That would be crazy.
But yeah, it's like if you wake up before her and you're like, she's gonna wake up soon. It's like, yeah, just make some breakfast.
Yes, I'm aware. But like,
It's
yeah,
nice.
I know. Like, back to the topic. I'm just so. I don't want to say I'm frustrated because I get it, but I'm getting like antsy. And because she's leaving in like 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, I kind of want some answers. Because I did offer her this like weekend, like 2 weeks ago, I think now. And she's just kind of like not gave me any information other than the fact that she's already thought about how she'd get home and get there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm gonna start shooting myself.
Why?
Just it hurts my brain.
That's normal.
Dude, I mentioned about my like the jacket I think was hot as shit. Like it's the hottest piece of clothing I own, and she was like, we can change that," and I was like, "Pause. You gonna make me go shopping?" The answer was yes. Do I want to go shopping? Well,
Like having something new in your wardrobe is not bad.
yeah, I know.
I ordered
I'm
myself
joking.
some summer clothing.
Plus,
Honestly, it
also,
felt really nice.
let's be real. Women have better taste in our clothes than we do.
Oh yeah, let yes. Let a
I mean,
woman
that's
also help you
you know.
choose on what.
Why do you think I have that jacket? Dude, that jacket. Oh, it's not from the best sources, but it is hot regardless. So I will be wearing it regardless.
I mean, why I had the other it was from Shane. Not the greatest, but it's okay.
You mean Sheen?
Shane,
Shein?
Shane. I call it
You know,
Shane.
fucking
Okay.
like Chinese children workers.
Yeah. I mean, from there, it's like yeah, there's the stuff is some bits actually is cheap, and it's not it may not be the greatest of qualities, but at the same time, it's like well, it's like I'm gonna wear it a couple of times. Like I don't plan on much. And it's like yeah, that look cool.
Yeah.
Like the red shirt, it is so thin fabric. Like I bet 5 washes it'll be done. But it looks cool.
Why are they fucking in the middle of the road?
That was cheap as well.
Thank
I
you.
don't touch you.
How did that car hit me?
But yeah, when I went to Germany and it's like, I feel like I'm looking great and all that shit. No, I went shopping with my mom and my sister, and they actually got me clothing, and it's like it looks 100% better. I'm like, okay, I see the difference now.
Yeah, but even their opinion isn't going to be as good as a girlfriend's opinion.
Look, man, it really always comes
It's
down to
better,
like what type
but
of
just not,
person they
you
are
know,
as well, and like what their preferences are for things, style and shit.
regardless.
And yeah. Also, I have a thing that I wondered like a couple days ago. I'm going to the train. I'm like thinking like, oh, I have worn these pants. I'm gonna wear these pants. And sometimes I just look at people and they wear the same exact thing for so many times. I'm like, do they not really just think that's like some people's gonna think about? Do they not wash
To
the
be fair, I have
clothes
one
or
pair of
shit?
jeans, so
Look, I switch my pants every 2 days.
I mean, I would if I could, you know, like
No, fair enough.
I have one pair of jeans and I have one pair of work trousers, and I shower all the time, so it's not like I'm
Oh, yeah.
dirty.
I mean, the pants
You know
for
what I
us
mean?
guys, they can last for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, if we try, the
Yeah,
t-shirts on the other hand, absolutely not.
yeah, no, there's 2 days, 3 days max.
Nah, dude, if I spit out one more fucking time, Jesus Christ.
Have you tried that car?
I have driven it, but the fucking shit just spins out because you get no acceleration control whatsoever. I have to tap the accelerator every time I go around a fucking corner. Anyway. What was I saying?
Raw shirts.
Oh, yeah, dude, my work shirts. Okay, so deodorant is the only thing that keeps him sane for 24 hours.
I mean, I have 2 pairs of white shirts for my walk, and it's like I wear one for a couple of days straight, and I switch to the other one.
Yeah, but you're not fucking sweating the entire
I
time.
actually do sweat decent bit sometimes.
Dude, I'm talking manual labor.
Look, I have to move my arms and wear jackets every now and then
That's
as
not the
well.
same. That's
It
not the same.
sometimes my armpits are blue because of the deodorant.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
I don't know how it manages, but it's like sometimes I look at my shirt and it's like blue armpits. I'm like, cool deodorant.
Mhm. Did you actually spray the armhole or spray the shirt, dude?
I have a stick.
Okay.
I prefer more than spray because spray kind of just hurts.
Do you shave your armpits?
Sometimes, like every now and then I do. Like every
Okay,
2
hold on. The
weeks.
spray hurts?
The spray hurts.
Hurts what?
My armpits.
How?
I don't know. They just softly hurt.
Dude,
It's like a
what are you on?
sting.
Okay, never again am I driving this car, dude. Holy fucking shit, this was awful.
Should drive the S95.
Dude. I was driving the Banshee before this. What was I gonna say?
No idea. Deodorants.
No.
Yes. One thing I really like hearing about is just like the fact that she says she loves how you smell, and it's not only because you're using this type of cologne or deodorant, but like it's everything combined together.
Yeah, so, by the way, about the work shirts thing, as soon as my deodorant wears off, those work shirts fucking reek, dude. Honestly. They stink.
Yeah, I freshened mine up.
Well, like, I can't really do much about it, right? I wear one shirt per day, 6 days, right? I cannot physically wear any more unless I swap in the middle of my shift. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
Like every time I
Sam
put all my
Stan.
washing in my bag, I put all the washing in the washing machine, I can smell it, and I'm just like, dude, this is awful.
Again, sheesh. But in Germany, when I was working as gardener's helper, I mean, I had to have at least like 3 different shirts to, cause like every time I went to work there, it's like, yeah, I need to change that,
Yeah, basically.
cause it's got stinky quite fast.
Yep. Yep, indeed.
Do I wish to get 25%, 0.5%? Oh,
Mm.
yeah. So one thing I need to start thinking about is also pension. Because I'm working in a job which doesn't really actually doesn't have any guarantees for your pension.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a job provided by the country.
Mine does have pension stuff, but I don't think I'm actually doing anything for it.
Hmm.
If I put in 7.5%, the company also puts in 7.5%.
Hmm.
That's a pretty good amount, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, considering you're earning like what, 1.8?
Yeah, which would be £150 a month.
Yeah, that's decent.
£300 a month going into it. Wouldn't be too bad. Adds up pretty quick. But then again, that takes it out of my pay, right? So can't really
Yeah,
do that yet.
imagine currently I'm like, let's say I'm earning 1,000 per month, euros. In pounds, that would be like what, 900 or something,
800.
somewhere there. Like it's just every month living on that. I mean, of course, cost of living here is decently low, but at the same time, it's shit. It's actually rising.
I just drove over the wall.
The cost of living is rising, and the thing about also our workplaces, we had, yeah, the minimal pay increased, and what our job place did, yes, they increased the minimal pay, but at the same time, they did not change our paychecks at all. It's just we're a
Also,
little bit less dependent on the bonuses now, but still, the bonuses like could have kept the same, could just increase the minimum pay, but nope. So yeah, that's why I've been also like, yeah, what my girlfriend said is like go to a similar type of company, but it's like they just pay you more, and it's like yeah, been looking at that.
my rent is like 700, and that's the cheapest I can get, dude. I want you to understand that. That is the cheapest.
Okay, that is high.
Mm-hmm.
Does it include all the other stuff?
It includes water,
Electricity,
which is 25. The rent is 695 plus 25 for rent, for 25 for water. That's it.
and electricity.
Nope, myself. At the moment, it's about £85 a month.
Not bad. More expensive than me. Because for us, it's like
Uh,
50 euros.
right, I guess.
Also may depend on how much you use, of course.
I have a direct debit, so it's the same amount I pay. It's just whether or not, like, I use more or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I believe I have been actually using more. I'm waiting for my payment to go in, so I can see my balance.
Waiting for my PayPal to fucking verify. And I bet that's, well, the stupid thing about PayPal verification is like you provide a document and you then realize, oh, you need to do the document like this, and it's like, nah.
Yeah, man.
And you can't submit a new one because they're like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna take care of this one. Then we'll give you an answer in like maybe a couple days, maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Cool, thank you.
Real.
Yeah, that's just shit. I like how it also decided to do that only now, half a month ago. For 3 years. 3 years and a half, people. Only now they decided to like, yeah, can you verify this for us? Thank you.
I already sent the money as well, which is kind of homo.
Hmm?
I already sent the money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can actually like touch it,
Not yet.
which is very homo.
I mean, in a couple of days I'll see. Hopefully
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Hopefully a couple of days.
You know, it's not that bad, but still, it's bad.
It's
Okay,
annoying, and that's what matters.
my car is fucked. Its back left suspension is so fucked. It's every now and then goes randomly in the ground when I hit a bump.
Yeah. We should be able to sell my bunker now, actually.
Is it full?
Probably. Let's go check.
Oh, I need to recall my car.
Remember when you could spawn an airplane by calling a car? That was fun.
When bugs existed more.
That's too fucking OP. It's so aggravating that they fucking deleted all those bugs and all the money ones and then left all the shit God mode ones in. It was so fun.
Oh, on PC, you don't really get that much of those
Not anymore.
people that get abused to
Oh.
glitches.
I'm
On
talking about like
PlayStation, on consoles,
ago.
yeah. I mean, for well, the fact that it's like for money stuff, they care more because it's also like there's the
Yeah.
shark cards, which is one of their main ways of you know, still generating income from the game. So of course they will be taking much more notes from it.
Right, but they fucking banned one every single week, which is crazy. They banned one every single week, and then didn't actually fix any of the other stuff, which is great.
Well, maybe that wasn't their priority focus.
Very annoying, regardless.
It's like imagine you had a game with multiplayer, and it's like every now and then, like how you would
But
make
they could
money
just
is by
decide-
just selling
Okay.
stuff like to make more money. But if there's a in-game way to you know bug it out and for players to make more money, it's like you're not gonna get that much income from the game.
I don't care about them banning the money glitches, dude. I care mostly about the fucking God mode garbage. That was agonizing.
But like your priority
I like
focus
the
would be
helicopter
literally
spawns.
on the money. Your priority focus would be mainly about your income, then secondly the rest.
Right, but they could just disable those other things, like every other game does. Like, I don't see the problem. Okay, do you
that'd be
remember when the
tough to
God
do as
mode?
well.
Do you remember when the money glitch and the God mode glitch were both tied to the casino phone? And they
Oh.
could have just disabled the phone, made it unusable
Yeah, but
temporarily.
they added it as a thing, and then eventually moving it again is like would be all questionable. It's like
No, they temporarily disabling it would have been completely fine. Honestly.
And I
then-
mean they do things differently. That's for sure.
Yeah. And then stuff like the helicopter and the car glitch, they fixed that within a month, which was surprisingly slow for them. Surprisingly slow.
No, and sometimes
Which-
it doesn't think that easy to find how it's being caused.
Oh no, I'm completely fine with them like taking a while to do that. You know.
Mhm.
because that was actually fun and it was interactive. And how many times did people actually use it in PvP to grief other people? Rarely. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
but at
be
the
able to
same
take
time,
off
the
half
god
the
mode
time.
glitches, yeah, they did last a bit, but at the same time, there was new ones coming out quite decent fastly. And they were not being, well, they were patched quite fast. And then eventually,
One would come out on a fucking Saturday and it would be patched the Thursday.
because I remember, like, it wasn't not always like, I had to use different god mode glitch every now and then, like,
Yep.
quite often.
And different money.
And for money, it's like, it was a little bit tougher for them to fix, I assume, because, like,
No, they
but,
fixed all the monies. Like, they would fix the money literally the day after. The money glitch would come out on like Wednesday, they would fix it Thursday.
oh,
A money
that's
glitch would come out
nowadays
on
more.
Friday, they would fix it Saturday.
Yeah, but it's
They
also
just,
like,
yeah.
it's not always maybe they have the workforce for it. Now, of course, they will most likely do. That's why they could
Yes,
be
they did.
possibly. It's not always the same amount of employees are available to be working.
Mm-mm. This is Rockstar we're talking about.
This game been GT Online's been out for 13 years. They most likely did have. Well, they didn't have much of updates coming out for quite a long time. Then eventually they started pushing them out more and more and more and more. And now they have more often, well, more frequent updates are being pushed now. Most likely because they have, well, one of them is a
Tom, you
thing
know
that
this
we
game
can
has been getting
guess.
weekly. You know this game has been getting weekly patches since like Doomsday.
Yeah, most likely because they have started showing more effort into this because it was getting more
Yeah, but that's what I'm
attention.
talking about.
But like, I bet that there was a period of time, but after releasing GTA 5 and online in 2013 till like, I don't know, maybe till Doomsday.
When there were fucking bugs absolutely everywhere.
Maybe they fixed a lot of shit, but at the same time, there wasn't as much required workforce as there was for still publishing the game.
Hmm. So in 2018 was when Nightclub dropped. 2019 was when Casino dropped, right? All of the all of the God mode stuff started happening with the Casino, and they'd been doing weekly updates since Nightclub, something like that. They'd been doing weekly updates for about a year, and they continued to do them for the last 7 years. Weekly updates. They had the manpower. They always did. Realistically, it's GTA, man. And like, I just, it's very homo that they fixed some shit and didn't fix other shit. Very homo. At the moment, it seems, I believe they've caught up, and they managed to figure out where the glitches were coming from. You see no car dupes. You see no God mode glitches.
How those different ways.
Yeah, but like they've like the car dupe glitch is like some 8 million step program where you need a fucking tutorial playing 4 different speakers and you need an MOC and a bunker and like it's fucking AIDS.
You through to your garage? You need me to bring you a ride?
Comparing that to what it used to be, which is honestly,
It's on the way.
I'll take
Bye.
it.
I'll get back to work.
Stop. Stand by what I said.
Hmm.
Do you know when the GTA Plus stuff is gonna? Like, what's the next month?
Like I don't know. Check the weekly. Just scroll up.
Good sign there.
It says you can claim the classics collection between that and May 28th, but I'd assume it would change before then.
The
I believe it's a
classics
monthly thing,
collection.
so maybe wait until
Well,
Thursday.
no, yeah, GTA Plus, like what stuff is gonna be doubled or tripled even changes monthly from what I
And you can see in
understand.
game as well, you know, right?
Not really.
Go to the store and you can see um if it would load. Okay, my store
Oh,
won't load.
that's yeah. That is you have to go so far everywhere.
Yeah. Well, if my store would load, I would actually like, you know,
Why did I remember the Tiger Shark card being more expensive?
I don't know. I can't even access the store, so
Yeah, I don't see the GTA Plus what's doubled.
I don't think it's changed yet. If you hover, it's still oh, it says April 2nd.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Right. It means on when it means on Thursday it will change.
Oh wait, I just saw it. Got that.
Hmm.
The store when you hover above the store on the pause menu. Double on GTR ENRP on air freight cargo sell missions. It says only there. Also, it's out
Yeah.
from March 4th.
Yeah. March 4th was like a month ago.
Why is not the first day of the month?
It's the first Thursday of the month.
Today is Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's Wednesday and it's 2nd April then.
Yeah. But it means that's the day it ends. The day it starts is the third.
That's okay. A
The day it
day
ended
without
last
anything.
the day it started was a Tuesday. They're just ending it on a Thursday, which is weird.
Hmm.
I suppose it's either Tuesday or Thursday, depending on what's at the start of the week. Whatever's at the start of the month. I'd assume, maybe. Unless they leave like half a week gap and then restart on Tuesday, which would be a bit retarded.
How far is your bunker?
It is literally at 420k with like one more tick to go. Or two. I don't really know what else to do, so I'm just gonna stay here.
Fair enough. Casey and his grandma stuff. The two-tone denim. Where do I find that?
I'm gonna keep cleaning. I'm trying to make my flat look nicer. For no particular reason. Otherwise, I feel kind of disgusting.
You're disgusting, sir.
What?
You heard nothing.
I heard everything.
No, you did not. Prove it, bitch.
No, you're disgusting, motherfucker. Yeah,
Prove
see,
it.
I heard it. Oh, my leg. Holy fuck. Oh, it didn't work. My legs don't work like they used to before.
Ugh. Saw a dog charging at me. I'm left for a second. I thought I'll be done there.
What?
Yeah, the police. Well, I robbed the clothing store that's nearby, and you know how there's a security dude there.
No.
He also had a security dog.
Oh yeah, they have security dogs in Story.
And here as well now they do.
Yep.
Which is nice with the in-house. You got the animals.
I need to quit my Pepsi addiction for real.
This is not the whichever time is it? So when you say that,
You?
hmm?
Too many times.
You said that quite a couple of times already, man. Like, just, bro.
Yeah, I've said it too many times. I get it. Alright.
When will you finally quit that addiction,
Never. Never.
bro? No.
Dude, did I tell you Pip likes Pepsi? Crazy stuff. I don't think I'm ever gonna quit. Oh no. She showed me a Pepsi retro bag on TikTok. And she said she's gonna buy it. Out of all the people I thought were gonna buy a Pepsi bag, I thought it would be me. No. How does it make you feel?
Yes.
You should be disappointed.
Honestly, kind of zoned out. I did not hear what you said.
I mean, you're such a bitch, bro.
Well, you zone out on me all the time. Fuck you.
I did it for good reason.
Look. Snow White is interesting when you hear that it has a 1.5 IMDb rating. I'm
I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't know what you just said.
neither do I.
Good job.
Look, sometimes I say some stuff on the games, like say I'm on Dreamcatcher or something like that. I say something, I'm like, well, if you understood anything, good job, because I didn't.
It's kind of real, unfortunately. BRB.
Small pause. Whee.
I'm so cold.
There's the monk. La 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 la. Oh, why is there charcoal here? Oh, pizza. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
You're being homo again.
Hello? Hello? No.
I feel like you're being homo.
Anyways. Your bunker done.
No. It's literally not changed.
Sir, maybe go outside, go inside.
It changes with you inside.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it now?
I might use this time to go lay down. Realistically, I should have slept. I have work later, and I have not slept.
Yeah, good job. Holy the propellers on this thing super big. Like holy damn.
It hasn't changed. All right, I'm just gonna call it. I need to lay down.